representing them. It's a form.
With legs wide open. With legs wide open.
The next is
legs.
Druid.
Open your legs.
We've had strange.
What the? You don't open your legs. Why?
Okay, Shapu.
Why?
We've had an interesting go about with Druids since we've only had 2.
Huh?
We only have like 2 Druids that have ever been played. But I feel as though this is if you play D&D long enough, you know it's an incredibly strong class that is overpowered. But as Caleb and Prince, we have talked about this in the past. We have a hard time wrapping our heads around the class itself and getting into character. But that's us. For I'm sure a lot of people, they have a lot of an easier time doing that. But with the new subclass, the Wildfire Druid, that is going to be something we talk about today. That's going to be the first Druid I ever play whenever I get a chance. And I already have a character for that, so I can't wait.
Is it...
What?
Is it Ultimate Shaggy?
Yes. He was reborn.
Oh!
He died, then was reborn.
He was reborn.
Alright, first level.
Come on, Schools!
These are the optional rules and optional class features for the Druid themselves. If you look at the screen, you will see that first level, they get protection from good and evil as an option. They get augury as an option. Continual flame as an option. They have enlarge and reduce as an option. And summon peace as an option, which is a new spell, which we are going to get into when we get to spells. They have Aura Vitality, Elemental Weapon, Revivify, and Summon Fae at 3rd level. At 4th level, they have Divination, Fire Shield, and Summon Elemental. At 5th level, Cone of Cold. 6th level, Flush the Stone. 7th level, Symbol. And 8th level, Incendiary Cloud.
Yeah, burn them bitches, please. Please burn the bitches down.
At 2nd level, there is now an official Wild Companion for the Druid. You gain the ability to summon a spirit that assumes an animal form. As an action, you can expend a use of your Wild Shape feature to cast a Find Familiar spell without material components. When you cast the spell in this way, the familiar is a Fae instead of a beast, and the familiar disappears a number of hours equal to half your Druid level. Okay. At 4th level, they get cantrip versatility, which is they can switch out their cantrips when they get ability score improvements or feats. And at 2nd level, is the Circle of Spores actually like?
It's a reprint, I believe.
It's a reprint? What did they change? Do you know?
Not at all. I just know that they had like a dot damage that you get once you... Dot damage is basically what it was meant for. And like, you can summon spore beings basically once you kill something. Things of that nature. I don't know how much they changed though. But oh my god, look at this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
This guy is amazing.
It's literally just a reprint of the spores, and I think they did a couple of changes. Like we said, we haven't really gotten into the Druid subclasses, so we'll get into that whenever we can. But we do have 2 new subclasses, which are the Circle of Stars and the Circle of Wildfire. Prince will be taking the Circle of Stars, and I'll be taking the Circle of Wildfire. First up, though, is the Circle of Stars. Did you see anything different, though? Are you looking at them?
Oh, I mean, I'm just looking in general. I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, me neither, actually. I know there was zombies and stuff, and like I said, we'll get into that later. Circle of Stars. What about the dark places between the stars? Don't you realize that's where the good stuff is?
Exactly. Right between the stars.
Right between the stars. The Circle of Stars allows Druids to draw on the power of starlight. These Druids have tracked heavenly patterns since time immemorial,
Yeah.
discovering secrets hidden amid the constellations. By revealing and understanding these secrets, the Circle of Stars seek to harness the powers of the cosmos. Many druids of this circle keep records of the constellations and the stars' effects on the world. Some groups document these observations at megalithic sites, which serve as an these words, man. Enigmatic libraries of lore. These repositories. Repositories.
Depositories, yeah. God.
They're using some crazy words right now. Might take the form of stone circles, pyramids, petroglyphs, and underground temples. Any construction durable enough to protect the circle's sacred knowledge even against a great cataclysm. Alright, that was an insane description.
Yeah.
Very well worded, but some of those words were insane.
The stars will guide you.
Love
The
that.
soul.
A second level Circle of the Stars feature is the star map. You've created a star chart as part of your heavenly studies. It is a tiny object and can serve as a spell-casting focus for your druid spells. You determine its form by rolling on a star map table or by choosing one. While holding this map, you have these benefits. You know the guidance cantrip. You have the guiding bolt spell prepared. It counts as a druid spell for you and doesn't count against the number of spells that you can have prepared. You can cast Guiding Bolt without expending a spell slot. You can do so a number of times to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
That is.
If you lose the map, you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to magically create a replacement. This ceremony can be performed during a short or long rest, and it destroys the previous map. Okay. And they got a small chart that can tell you the form. So you can roll a d6. The first one spell, it just gives you ideas for it. So we don't really have to get into the ideas about the star maps, it is whatever that is created for you. Second level feature, Starry Form. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of your Wild Shape feature to take on a starry form rather than transforming into a beast. While in your starry form, you retain your game statistics, but your body becomes luminous. Your joints glimmer like stars, and glowing lines connect them as on a star chart. This form sheds bright lights on a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. The form lasts for 10 minutes, and it ends early if you dismiss it, or are incapacitated, die, or use this feature again. When you assume your starry form, choose which of the following constellation glimmers on your body. You choose... whichever one you choose gives you certain benefits while in this form. Okay, Archer. A constellation of an archer appears on you when you activate this form. And as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack, hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet of you. On a hit, the attack deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. On the Chalice form, a constellation of a life-giving goblet appears on you. Whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you or another creature within 30 feet of you can regain hit points to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. And finally, Dragon. A constellation of a wise dragon appears on you. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, you can treat a roll of 9 or lower on a d20 as a 10. The dragon seems the most powerful though. The other two are strong though too.
I mean, it depends, because I mean, if you're already a gnome, then it wouldn't matter too much.
True.
But it's actually wouldn't matter a lot more.
Because they're intelligence, not wisdom.
No, it's because they get advantage.
Regardless, they can roll like shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's all dice rolls.
Yeah, I mean a 10, treat it as a 10. Yeah,
That's
pretty
really
good.
strong.
Pretty good.
Anything that gives you that is really strong.
So, but this said that it uses one of it expends it.
Your wild shapes. It's not bad. It's very unique, and I think if played in the right sense, it's strong. But like we're not druid people. Like I said, we haven't played it yet. I'm sure once we play
I
it,
don't
we'll love it.
find any fun turning into a bear. But I haven't played it yet, too, like I said.
Yeah, we
It might
both
be
never-
amazing playing.
right? We don't know. We haven't played it. It's just not the first thing we think of.
But it's interesting, like, sacking your druid forms in order to do something that bolsters your character versus just turning into a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cosmic Omen
I turned into a bear.
is the sex level Circle of Stars feature. When you finish a long rest, you can consult your star map for omens. When you do so, roll a die. Until you finish your next long rest, you gain access to a special reaction based on whether you rolled an even or odd number on the die. Well, even. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll or a saving throw or an ability check, you can use reaction to roll a d6 and add the number to that total. That's strong. Whoa. Whenever your creature you can see 30 feet is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or an ability check, you can use your reaction to roll a d6 to subtract the number. So, it can be good or bad.
Yeah.
People are just going to take this to potentially fuck with people.
What? Wait, you think so?
I mean, I can see plenty of people doing that.
I wouldn't see anyone doing that at all.
10th level, Twinkling
Yeah. I don't know how you
Constellations.
even say that.
The constellations of your starry form improve. The 1d8 of the archer and the chalice becomes 2d8. And while the dragon is active, you have a flying speed of 20 feet and can hover. Moreover, at the start of each of your turns on your starry form, you can change which constellations glimmer on your body. It's okay. Full of stars, which is the 14th level feature. While in your starry form, you become partially incorporeal, giving you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Okay, that could be strong. That's strong.
It's I like this because it powers up you as a druid itself.
Instead of just like random stuff.
Yeah, instead of your druid shape, so this more just gives you in tune to your character versus just, I turned to a bear.
Is that what your experience is? With druids, they just turn into bears? Wow. I don't think that's the case. But okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright, well, that is the star domain. Do you want me to just roll a random character again? Or do you have an idea?
Yeah, I have one.
Alright, go for it.
I'm Ezreal.
No!
I mean, he's literally perfect for this. What?
When does Ezreal turn into a bear?
He doesn't because he uses all of his stuff for Archer.
No.
Yeah.
Screw you.
You're
Go ahead.
jealous. Anyways.
You're jealous.
You're jealous.
You're jealous.
Anyways. One day, while I was flexing my muscles all over this treasure,
Mm-hmm.
I found a really neat item. When I started to dig it up, it started to shake and rattle. I didn't understand what was going on at first. But then I started realizing that during the night, in the sky, it would direct me to a certain point in origin all the time. Almost like a compass. So, I got to thinking, I should follow this. And when I did, you can never guess what I saw. There was this giant meteor. It was just sitting there, out in the middle of nowhere. So, you know what I did. Grabbed out my tools, and I started hammering away at it.
Yeah, I know what you did.
And on the inside, I found this core. It was glowing and majestic-like. So, knowing me, I had to get it manufactured into something else. They made a compass out of it. And from there, oh yeah, I was finding everything I wanted. I traced from the stars to stars, using them as my guidance, of course. Then I found this pretty little lady who I needed to impress severely. So, hear me out. You're gonna think this is crazy. There was this one place, one weird area. It was like nothing but shimmering glass or something, reflecting light, almost like prisms, a whole bunch of prisms. And when I stepped inside, there was this world, unbeknownst to me and everyone else, of course. It was filled with nothing but radiant energy, so beautiful and majestic. Started trancing around in there, of course, seeing if I could find some more treasure. I came across this really rather odd couple that was asking me to help them with the situation at hand. So, of course, me being a nice guy, I helped them. Apparently, they were being raided by orcs, but I took care of those orcs for them. With my words, of course, because there were way too many for me to kill. And me, of course, again, being a nice guy, I didn't want to have to slay all those orcs. I felt sad for them. Their small brains, their huge clubs. It was just awful. I couldn't do that to them. So I showed mercy. Anyways, I was rewarded with this sweet getup. It was like I don't know, like an inscription on my chest or something. It's like a guy with an arrow. I thought it was me, of course. Anyways, when I was leaving, some voice turned around and said, "Use my gifts wisely." And I said, yeah, sure. But what I wanted to say was, "Man, fuck you." But I cowered anyways. So.
I don't know what I hate more, the fact that you're doing such a good job with this random concept that happens to be Ezreal, or the fact that you're doing such a fucking good job that it makes me angry.
I don't know, sometimes...
You're doing a good job is what I'm saying. Keep it up.
Yeah. So then, I went back to impress that fine lady with the golden hair. What? Found out her name was Lux. But...
She said fuck you!
Yeah, she did a couple times. But her brother, Garen... Ugh, what a pompous jerk. Always by her side. Always saying... Ugh, Ezreal's gross.
Remember, this isn't Ezreal. This is Azrael. Because you can't use those names.
And Garan. Garan.
Azrael.
Garan. And Lux. Lucifer. Anyways. She digged me after I showed her my cool chiseled chest. With my, profound archery skills. Using little to nothing. Anyways, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Ooh.
Hey, what? You want to fight me or something?
You'll lose.
Huh?
Yep.
Nani? Yay.
That was Azrael.
Azariel.
Azrael. Like I said, he did such a good job because I hated him then, and I hate him even more now. Good job.
You belong in the museum.
Fuck you. That's gone. Never to return. I'm so happy.
I hope someone patches that in one day. Just
You were
just
so
DDoS
upset.
is-
I loved it.
Just
You were
DDoS is
so upset.
fucking riot.
You were so upset, man.
It's not fair.
It
He
is.
deserved it.
He did deserve it.
No, he didn't.
He
did
said
nothing
he
wrong.
said it too much. No one wanted that anymore.
They belonged in a museum, which is why he said it. He said it out of spite.
What?
How dare you?
And now, time to look at the Circle of Wildfire.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've burned everything to the ground and started over. Druids within the Circle of Wildfire understand that destruction is sometimes the precursor of creation, such as when a forest fire promotes later growth. These druids bond with a primal spirit that harbors both destructive and creative power, allowing the druids to create controlled flames that burn away one thing but gives life to another.
Oh my god, it's kindred.
You're just creating stuff because you don't have any ideas.
No, it's because it's kindred.
It's not kindred.
Never one.
Not the
Not
other.
the other.
Second level. The
Wow.
Wildfire feature. You have formed a bond with the Wildfire Spirit, a primal being of creation and destruction. Your link with this spirit grants you access to some spells when you reach a certain level in this class, as shown in the Circle of Wildfire spells table. Once you gain access to one of these spells, you always have it prepared. It doesn't count against the number of spells you can prepare each day. If you gain access to a spell that doesn't appear on the Druid spell list, the spell is nonetheless a Druid spell for you. Alright, so the spells will be second level Burning Hands and Cure Wounds. Really, Burning Hands and Cure Wounds? Shocker there. Burning Hands and Cure Wounds, I like this idea. Third level, Flaming Spear and Scorching Ray. Can't get any better than that. Burn the forest down. Fifth level, Plant Growth and Revivify. Revivify, dude. Hell yes. Literally giving life after burning it all down.
away.
Burn it down! Seventh level, Aura of Life. Fire Shield. And ninth level, Flame Strike. And then Mass Cure Wounds. It's literally the whole idea.
Yin and yang.
Heal, yin, and yang. This would be
Yeah.
really interesting for that kind of build, dude.
Yeah, that's
Just say.
crazy. Oh my god.
Holy
Nuts.
fuck.
That'll be nuts so de facto.
Summon Wildfire Spirit is the second
Oh,
level
that's
Circle
a
of Wildfire
big-
feature.
That's a mouthful.
Here we go. You can summon the Primal Spirit bound to your soul. As an action, you can expend one of your wild shape features to summon your Wildfire Spirit rather than assuming a beast form. The spirit appears in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. Each creature within 10 feet of the spirit, when it appears, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC or take 2d6 fire damage. The spirit is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your commands. See this creature's gain statistics in the Wildfire Spirit stat blocks, which uses your proficiency bonus in several places. You determine the spirit's appearance. Some spirits take the form of a humanoid figure made of gnarled. Is that what that says?
No branches.
Gnarled branches
Covered in flame.
covered
yeah.
in flame, while others look like beasts wreathed in fire. In combat, the spirit shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. The only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you could take the bonus action on your turn to command it to do another action. That action can be used, can be one in the stat block or some other action. If you are incapacitated, the spirit can take an action of its choice, not just dodge. The spirit manifests 1 hour until it's reduced to 0 hit points, or until you use this feature to summon the spirit again, or until you die. Okay, cool. Wildfire Spirit has a thing called Flame Seed, which is a ranged attack that does fire damage, and it has fiery teleportation. The spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it teleports to 15 feet to unoccupied space. Unoccupied space you can see. Then each creature within 5 feet of that space that the spirit left must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC or take 1d6 fire damage.
So it's thunder stuff.
Except with fire.
Fire stuff.
It's pretty much fire stuff. Except with the spirit. Which is
Yeah.
cool.
Exactly. I like it.
I really like this subclass. I think it's fantastic. Enhanced Bond. The bond with your Wildfire Spirit enhances your destructive and restorative powers. Whenever you cast a spell that deals fire damage or restores hit points while your Wildfire Spirit is summoned, roll a d8 and gain a bonus equal to the number rolled to 1 damage or healing roll of that spell. In addition, when you cast a spell with a range other than the self, the spirit can originate from you or your Wildfire Spirit.
They really just want you to burn everything down to the ground.
I can see that. 10th level, Cauterizing Flames.
Burn it down!
Burn it down! Seth Rollins would be a great, fantastic Circle of the Wildfire.
Really? Wow.
Circle of the Wildfire monk. Burn it down! You gain the ability to turn death into death.
Okay.
And the magical flames that can heal or incinerate. When a small or large creature dies within 30 feet of you, of your Wildfire Spirit, harmless spectral flame springs forth in the dead creature's space and flickers there for 1 minute. When a creature you can see enters the space, you can use your reaction to extinguish the spectral flame there, and either heal the creature or deal fire damage to it. The healing or damage, I like this, man, equals 2d10 plus your wisdom modifier. You can use your reaction to do this number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain it after a long rest. Okay, this is really good.
So you literally light someone's body on fire.
You can either kill them or heal them. Blazing Revival, which is the last feature that you get at 14th level for the Circle of Wildfire Druid. The bond with your Wildfire Spirit can save you from death. If the spirit is within 120 feet of you, when you are reduced to 0 HP and thereby fall unconscious, you can cause the spirit to drop to 0 HP. Then you then regain half your hit points and immediately rise to your feet. That's strong.
Whoa.
That's great. That's freaking
Whoa.
strong.
Yeah, if you take basically you take the undying everything, so you go half orc, resilience, bam, oh I come back, and then this shit, bam, oh I come back.
Yeah, half orc Circle of Wildfire would actually.
What the hell?
But they would have to get to 14th level with that.
Yeah,
Still strong though.
I mean with the way this class works, it's
Really, really strong.
it's all about damage output and healing.
Damage,
It's
high initiative.
whichever
damage.
one you want. It's either you're gonna be a heal bot or a damage bot.
Damage, high initiative, damage, high initiative.
It's pretty cool.
I agree. I like it. I really like it.
And once again, all of these work with turning your wild shape into something else.
How's it going with you? Yeah, they are really great. I feel like Circle of Wildfire Druid, it will be the first Druid I actually play. This is great. I'm happy. I'm really happy that they decided to do something unique and interesting here. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, what's your concept, bro?
I already have a concept.
Oh, Kindred.
Yes, that's my concept.
Oh,
Kindred
okay.
is my concept.
Oh, okay.
Alright, going ahead and making another character that I hadn't thought about before. I hadn't thought about this character at all.
Kindred.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
Basically what we do is we give you concepts, and these concepts will be posted to our YouTube channel and available here on the podcast when it is live. And you can create the concept if you want to create the concept, or it helps you create ideas for yourself. This is just us coming up with stuff on the spot, and just going off of what we feel in the moment. So let's do this.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Hey, I'm Diana DeVille.
Uh-huh.
The flames will take form, and when they take form, they will be my revenge.
Flames of revenge.
Yeah,
You sowing the seed somewhere.
sowing the seeds.
Alright. For what? What reason? What's your motivation for this?
Motivation simple,
Uh-huh.
Maddie.
Maddie, what she gotta do with anything?
everyone feels like Maddie is just some stupid random person
She is, yeah.
that decided that Eldath granted power to.
Yeah, she is stupid.
She hasn't told any of her family this. She hasn't given us anything.
Mm.
She hasn't given our parents anything that they deserve.
What
They
do
deserve her
what do they
respect.
deserve? Why?
Because she gave them life. And with life comes responsibility. Responsibility to your name,
What's your name?
DeVille. The DeVille family empire.
Uh-huh.
Now, myself, I'm known as a party girl. I go out and I spread our names using anything I can do.
Interesting.
I decide. What you looking at, Nick? What you looking at?
His response.
I imagine great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And I also imagine partying.
Wait, what?
I can't control this. This part of my soul
Mm-hmm.
is a part of me that wants to bring order to our family.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part of me
Mm-hmm.
that just doesn't care.
That just doesn't. Okay. That's a really stupid way of looking at it.
It's not a stupid way
No,
of
no,
looking at
it
it.
is. I think Maddie's a random person as well.
She is very
She's a
random,
very
isn't
random
she?
person, yeah.
Why did she decide to pop up in our lives this time, huh?
You know, I saw her poster one day,
Mhm.
and I started praising her to the ends of the earth.
Into the earth.
Ends of the earth.
Into the earth.
Ends of the earth.
Into the earth.
Ends of the earth.
Why?
Oh, it was a poster saying, I praise Eldath Maddie.
No. There are way better and stronger forces out there, and I finally have the power to take my revenge.
So, you're gonna party?
That's on the side, but when business needs to get done, I will
Uh-huh.
take care of what needs to happen. I am part of an organization now.
Oh, okay. Am I
Yeah.
supposed to care?
Do you not care? You're the one who started the
Praise
conversation with me.
Praise Eldath.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I want to
Praise
spread the
Eldath?
word. Yeah, I want to
Sure.
spread the word. of
Eldath
Maddie.
grants you guidance, and
Mhm.
guidance comes to those who know better.
I know better.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a poster and it says it shows a picture of the betrayer god.
What's this for?
This is your new overlord.
See, I don't like that title.
You don't like that title?
Yeah.
Tough shit. You don't have to like the title
Why not?
because I'll burn this tavern to the ground.
I'm just so go ahead. I mean, I'll help you.
You'll
got
help
some nice
me?
kindling.
Why?
There's some nice kindling.
Oh God, I can't control what's going on.
I'm gonna leave down. He walks the fuck out.
I don't know. I didn't push this character out.
I mean,
But I had to change the concept, right? I had to
didn't
change
you?
the concept because they changed the concept. The original concept was like the fire was just fire. It was literally just fire. So I just imagined Flames of Revenge when I was creating this character. And then I was just forming it into the DeVille family. But now it's
Did
different.
Change the way the class works.
Yes, because
Oh,
it was literally all based off of the flame support guy that you create, and
Ah.
it really is mostly those still, but
it's mostly burned though.
they implemented
Yeah.
the bringing life into things. So I'm just like in my
Because the thing
mind,
is that with destruction comes creation.
you're not wrong.
So that's
It actually makes more
Yeah.
sense than the original subclass, which I like. But at the same time, when I'm putting it into the character itself, it's just like, okay, this is coming out stupid now, given the fact that I'm actually trying to implement the subclass itself. Damn it! It was a good try though. I'm doing my best here.
I mean, yeah, they kind of switched it up.
They switched that heavily up on me.
I mean,
It was about it was literally all about revenge, and I might actually have to change the character based off of that in general.
I mean, what I see, like, someone looking to go into this class is either...
It's a kindred thing.
I feel like, yeah, they could have had a traumatic experience that led them down this path. Or they can naturally see the beauty in destruction. It's almost like a... What do you call it? The other guy.
What?
One, two, Jin. Like a Jin.
Yeah,
type
Jin.
character.
Oh, yeah, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Jin was a perfect example of a good build. But, okay, if I'm actually creating another concept here, I would go off the Icewind Dale secret of a druid came by and revived you when you were dead. And then with this became a new opportunity to have these strange powers that you have no idea about. I would go off that sort of concept because that's the first concept that comes to my mind that isn't what I had already established that now I had to change.
Yeah. But, once again, like you said, since this is not about revenge, this is about understanding that something bad can happen and will happen at all times.
Exactly.
The only thing you can do is thrive from it.
Which is interesting, and I like it better than the original concept, but it did kind of ruin
It completely, it completely tears your character apart.
Because the random NPC that you created is tearing my character apart because I'm just like, what is my character now?
Yeah.
Because they changed something so drastic about it. Once again, I like it better, but the example wasn't the best as it could be.
I mean, the Wildfire Spirit, it does focus on everything is focused on it. It's heavily focused on it, but it's focused on the good and the bad of it. So you can do something good, or you can do something awful.
Yeah.
Those are the only things you can do with it. There's no...
Also, the half-orc example is super fucking good. I like it.
Yeah,
especially with the 14th level, just being like, oh, I'm back up. Oh, I'm up. Oh, I'm up. Oh, I'm up. It's really silly, but it's a good build if you're looking to build via a player or like still building
perspective,
like for survivability.
Because this is a hard one to like roleplay. I feel
just by me trying to figure it out mentally and try to roleplay it out, this was actually hard to roleplay. I like it. I still feel like it's the best one out of all the druids for me personally, but
I think this is a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Like
I like challenges.
If anything, this would be a challenge. This was one you would have to take your time learning the ins and outs.
I would have to learn druid to begin with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you kind of take the druid out of this when you do it. You just kind of a spellcaster.
Maybe that's why
with
I like
a friend.
Maybe that's why I like it. Okay.